What if a compact SUV could give you bold styling, a surprisingly premium cabin, modern technology, and everyday practicality without trying to look like every other crossover on the road? The all-new Changan CS35 is here to prove that a small SUV can still make a big impression. Hi everyone, welcome back to Motor Zone YouTube channel. Today, we're taking a closer look at the all-new Changan CS35, a compact SUV designed for drivers who want something stylish, practical, comfortable, and packed with modern features. Changan has built a strong reputation for creating vehicles that combine attractive design with competitive technology, and the CS35 continues that approach with a much more confident personality. From the moment you see it, the CS35 feels like a vehicle designed for a new generation of SUV buyers. It's compact enough for crowded city streets, but it has enough visual presence to feel substantial on the highway. And the interesting part is that Changan hasn't simply focused on making it look good from a distance. The details, proportions, cabin technology, and driving experience all work together to create a more complete package. Starting with the exterior, the all-new Changan CS35 immediately catches your attention with a design that feels modern and athletic. The front end has a confident appearance, with a wide grille treatment that gives the SUV a stronger visual identity. Depending on the market and trim, the front facet can feature a combination of sharp lighting elements and carefully sculpted surfaces that make the vehicle appear wider and more planted. The headlights are one of the most important parts of the CS35's personality. They have a sleek, contemporary shape, and the LED lighting elements give the front end a sophisticated appearance, especially at night. The daytime running lights add another layer of visual character, creating a distinctive signature that helps the CS35 stand out in traffic. Move closer to the front bumper and you'll notice how Changan has used contrasting design elements to create a sportier look. The lower section adds visual width, while the sculpted surfaces around the air intakes give the SUV a more aggressive stance without making it look overly complicated. From the side, the CS35 has the proportions you would expect from a modern compact crossover. The roofline is slightly dynamic, while the body sides feature clean character lines that add depth without making the design too busy. The wheel arches help create a tougher SUV appearance, and the overall profile gives the CS35 a nice balance between urban sophistication and adventure-ready styling. The wheels also play a major role in the vehicle's appearance. Depending on the version, the CS35 can feature stylish alloy wheels with designs that complement the sporty character of the SUV. They don't just fill the wheel arches nicely, they also contribute to the vehicle's overall road presence. At the rear, the design remains modern and carefully sculpted. The taillights give the back of the CS35 a recognizable appearance, while the rear bumper adds a little extra toughness. The overall shape feels wide and stable, and the rear design avoids looking unnecessarily complicated. And that's what makes the exterior interesting. The CS35 doesn't need oversized bodywork or extreme styling tricks to get attention. Its appeal comes from proportion, lighting, surface design, and those small details that make a compact SUV look more expensive than you might expect. But the real surprise comes when you open the door, because the interior of the Changan CS35 takes the modern approach even further. Inside, the first thing you notice is how much attention has been given to the dashboard layout. Instead of creating a cabin that feels old-fashioned or overloaded with physical buttons, Changan has focused on a cleaner, more technology-oriented environment. The dashboard has a contemporary design, with digital displays and a large infotainment interface depending on the trim. The screens help create that modern vehicle experience that buyers increasingly expect from a new SUV. The infotainment system is designed to keep important functions easily accessible, including navigation, media, vehicle settings, connectivity, and other features depending on the market. Smartphone integration and Bluetooth connectivity can make daily driving more convenient, while the touchscreen interface gives the cabin a much more premium atmosphere. The driver also gets access to useful information through the digital instrument display, depending on the specification. Instead of relying entirely on traditional gauges, the digital setup can provide information such as driving data, vehicle status, fuel economy, and other essential details in a clean format. But technology is only one part of the interior experience. Comfort matters just as much, especially if you're going to use this SUV every day. The front seats are designed to provide good support for both city driving and longer journeys. The driving position gives the driver a commanding view of the road, while the compact dimensions make the CS35 relatively easy to place in tight urban environments. The steering wheel has a modern design and provides access to important controls, helping the driver keep their attention on the road. Depending on the trim level, you can also expect convenience features such as automatic climate control, keyless entry, push-button start, power-adjustable features, and additional comfort equipment. Material quality is another area where Changan has clearly tried to move the CS35 toward a more premium experience. Soft touch surfaces, contrasting trim, metallic look accents, and carefully designed panels can make a big difference in how a vehicle feels from the driver's seat. There's also plenty of attention to storage and practicality. A compact SUV needs to work in real life, not just look good in promotional photos. The CS35 provides useful storage areas around the cabin for everyday items, while the rear seats offer enough room for passengers to remain comfortable during typical city and highway journeys. Rear seat space is particularly important for families and small groups. The CS35's compact exterior dimensions don't mean the interior has to feel cramped. Smart packaging allows the cabin to make good use of the available space. The luggage area also adds to the vehicle's practicality. Whether you're carrying shopping bags, backpacks, small luggage, or everyday equipment, the CS35 is designed to handle normal lifestyle demands. And with the rear seats folded, additional cargo flexibility becomes available when you need to transport larger items. Safety and driver assistance technology are also increasingly important in this segment. Depending on the market and trim, the CS35 can be equipped with features designed to improve awareness and confidence, including parking assistance, cameras, sensors, electronic stability systems, and other driver assistance technologies. That means the CS35 isn't just trying to impress you with screens and styling. It's designed to make everyday driving easier and more comfortable. Now let's talk about the part that many SUV buyers care about most: performance. The exact powertrain specifications of the Changan CS35 can vary depending on the market, model year, and trim level. In many versions, the CS35 is offered with a turbocharged gasoline engine designed to balance responsive performance with everyday fuel efficiency. One commonly associated configuration uses a 1.4-liter turbocharged engine producing around 158 horsepower, paired with a modern automatic transmission. Depending on the market, other engine and transmission combinations may also be available. And honestly, around 158 horsepower is a sensible amount for a compact SUV like this. You're not buying the CS35 to compete with a sports car. You're buying it because you want enough power for city traffic, highway cruising, overtaking, and everyday driving without sacrificing practicality. The turbocharged engine can provide useful low and mid-range torque, which is particularly helpful when accelerating away from traffic lights or merging onto faster roads. The automatic transmission is designed to keep the driving experience smooth and accessible, making the CS35 easy to live with on a daily basis. Around town, the compact dimensions become a major advantage. The CS35 is easier to maneuver through narrow streets and crowded parking areas than a larger SUV. The elevated seating position also gives the driver a better view over surrounding traffic. On the highway, the vehicle's performance is more about confidence than outright speed. Once up to cruising speed, the CS35 can provide a comfortable experience, with enough engine power for normal overtaking and highway acceleration. The suspension setup is also important. A compact SUV needs to deal with everything from smooth city roads to uneven surfaces and speed bumps. The CS35 aims to provide a comfortable balance, absorbing everyday imperfections while maintaining enough control to keep the vehicle stable through corners. Steering feel is generally tuned toward easy daily driving rather than aggressive sports car behavior. That makes sense for this type of vehicle. The target customer wants a car that feels predictable, comfortable, and easy to drive. Fuel efficiency is another important part of the CS35 equation. Turbocharged engines can provide a useful combination of power and efficiency when driven sensibly, although real-world fuel consumption will depend on the engine version, transmission, traffic, road conditions, driving style, and vehicle specification. And this is where the CS35 makes the most sense. It's not trying to be the fastest SUV in its class. Instead, it aims to give you a balanced package: enough power, comfortable handling, useful efficiency, modern technology, and a design that feels more exciting than the average budget crossover. So, after looking at the exterior, interior, and performance, what makes the all-new Changan CS35 interesting? It's the overall package. You get an SUV with a bold modern appearance, sharp lighting, attractive wheels, a technology-focused cabin, practical space, useful comfort features, and a turbocharged powertrain that can deliver respectable everyday performance. The CS35 is also positioned in one of the most competitive areas of the automotive market. Buyers today have countless compact crossovers to choose from, so simply being affordable is no longer enough. A vehicle has to look good, feel modern, offer technology, provide comfort, and deliver a convincing driving experience. And the Changan CS35 understands that. It feels like a vehicle designed around what modern drivers actually want. You can use it as a daily commuter, a family vehicle, a weekend road trip machine, or simply as an upgrade from a smaller sedan. Of course, exact features, engine specifications, fuel economy, safety equipment, and available technology can differ between countries and trim levels, so buyers should always check the specification offered in their local market. But as a complete compact SUV concept, the CS35 has plenty going for it. It looks confident from the outside, feels modern inside, offers useful technology, provides practical space, and delivers enough performance for everyday driving. And perhaps most importantly, it doesn't feel like Changan is simply trying to follow the competition. The company is creating its own visual identity and increasingly focusing on the details that make a vehicle feel desirable. So, would the Changan CS35 be on your list if you were shopping for a compact SUV? Let us know what you think in the comments. Would you choose the CS35 over other compact SUVs in its class, or would you go for something from a more established competitor? If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Motor Zone, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest car reviews, new model updates, and automotive content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.